4 News now at 6. New details in the manhunt for a father accused of killing his 3 daughters. What a former U.S. Marshal says about the odds of tracking him down and the safety concerns the mother had before her kids went missing.
The warming trend continues into the weekend, but I'm tracking potential record-breaking heat early next week in your First Alert forecast.
Plus, no crews, no coverage. Why one North Idaho town lost its only fire station and what it could mean for response times. You're watching 4 News now at 6. The manhunt is still on for 32-year-old Travis Decker, the father accused of killing his 3 young daughters, Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia. This new video the Decker family shared with 4 News now of happier times, the girls playing a game of limbo. Decker is believed to be traveling on the Pacific Crest Trail that runs through Washington all the way down to California. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. And new tonight, more than 100 officers, agents, and deputies are searching with 500-plus tips coming in from the public. Finding Decker is no easy task given the rugged terrain as well as Decker's extensive background with wilderness survival. Our Jordan Smith spoke to a former U.S. Marshal who walked us through the process of tracking a fugitive down in a nationwide manhunt.
Yeah, well, no terrain is going to overwhelm the teams scouring the Cascades searching for Decker, though they certainly do have their work cut out for them. I spoke with a retired U.S. Marshal who built a career tracking down the most wanted fugitives in America to see what these search teams are up against and the strategies in play to track Decker down.
Yes, he's an avid woodsman. He knows the terrain, he knows the area. But the bottom line is, we do too.
Matthew Fogg is a certified expert in tracking down America's most wanted. Search crews are up against a potentially armed former U.S. Ranger with an extensive background in wilderness survival.
Now, an avid woodsman, still he's got to eat. Still he's got to drink water. He's still got to do things that human beings have to do. So those are the things that we're centering on. Where are the water places? Where place where somebody could go and hide and come out every now and then.
Fogg says marshals often team up with park rangers, experts of the terrain, and slowly comb through strategically marked areas. On the ground, crews are looking for campfire smoke, food scraps, or disturbed parts of nature, using dogs to pick up scents and boats to navigate through hard-to-reach areas. Up above, they're using infrared cameras to pick up heat signals and drones to maneuver through steep terrain. The goal is to take Decker in alive, but Fogg says if Decker has taken his life by this point, his body won't register on heat cameras, which could elongate search efforts and reduce the chances of him being found. But if he is alive, Fogg says the nature of the crimes he's accused of poses a threat to anyone he comes across.
If he's killed his own children, there's nothing that would stop him from killing again. We want to get him. We really do. And we usually get our man.
And hours ago, we did learn about Decker's search history days before these murders. Court documents say Decker was researching how a person could relocate to Canada and job opportunities in Canada. Again, if you do see Decker, do not approach him. He's considered armed and dangerous. You should just call 911 immediately. We'll be tracking the very latest updates on this case as it progresses. For 4 News Now tonight, I'm Jordan Smith.
Jordan, thank you. And we are learning tonight that on Tuesday, the girl's mother, Decker's ex-wife, filed a restraining order. That petition describes multiple incidents where the kids were injured or uncared for while with Decker. The court documents revealed Travis had been in and out of homelessness for several years. On more than one occasion, Travis would take the girls to stay with him at an armory and oftentimes leave them unattended. During one incident, Olivia FaceTimed her mom in tears, saying her fingers had been smashed in a pull-down machine and Travis was nowhere to be found. Another documented incident reveals Evelyn had welts between her legs that appeared to be from sitting in an accident for too long. Earlier this week, the mother says she went into Travis's work where his boss told her Travis seemed like he was on the brink of something really extreme. Turning tragedy into action. In the wake of the Decker sisters' murders, we are hearing from the girls' family attorney that a task force is now being commissioned to examine the protocol for triggering Amber Alerts. Attorneys are being requested to look into the laws already on the books for Amber Alerts, and they will also be tasked with investigating what mental health resources are available to veterans in Central Washington. Mental health resources for vets are on the verge of losing both state and federal funding. Over 24,000 veterans live in Central Washington, which has a budget of $260,000 a year. That's compared to 4,000 vets living in Walla Walla, where the annual budget is nearly $700,000. You can read more about this task force right now on our website, KXLY.com. Again, if you see Decker, do not approach him as he is considered armed and dangerous. You should call 911 immediately. And be sure to download the 4 News Now app and turn on push notifications to get breaking news alerts about this case sent straight to your phone. Let's send it now to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker with a look at our weekend forecast.
Well, it is a beautiful start to the weekend. Looking out over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Few clouds in the sky and just a little bit of a breeze behind a front that brought the clouds today. Winds will be dying down later this evening. It's 81 in Spokane presently. That's 10 degrees above average. But our temperatures are really going to climb. Here's a look at our high temperature trend through the weekend and early next week. We have our first 90s for Spokane officially on Sunday. On Monday, 96. That is going to break the current record of 93. 92 on Tuesday would break the current record of 90. This white line way down here is our average high. Because our temperatures are so far above average this early in the year, we do have weather alert days for Monday and Tuesday. There is a heat advisory also in effect for the entire inland Northwest. Be sure to hydrate over the weekend and take precautions if you are heading out. Even on Sunday, we are going to get plenty warm. This evening, though, extremely pleasant. Those winds die down. Skies partly to mostly cloudy. We'll be in the 60s by 11 o'clock. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast after the break. Kirsten.
We will see you then, Chris. Thank you. Early this morning, fire crews were called to a fire near the Pond Loop Trail in the Dishman Hills Natural Area. The Eagle Pond fire was about an acre, and crews had it contained. While this fire was contained, for those living near Dishman Hills, it's a reminder of the realities of the inland Northwest summer. Madeline Mullins has more.
We are heading into that time of year, where the smell of fire and smoke clouding the sky is a familiar sight.
This morning, I took my dog out about 6 o'clock and I saw a fire truck here and a brush truck here, and I smelled some smoke.
Right now, the National Interagency Fire Center says the inland Northwest has above normal fire potential for June. What that means, fire season conditions will start earlier.
Well, it's scary to me because that's my only house and I don't want to lose it.
The Eagle Pond fire on Friday reminded homeowners of the dangers that come from living so close to the forest.
I had no idea that there was a fire this morning, or that it was so close to my house, and especially having like a 9-month-old at home. I have my dog. I work from home, so I'm home all the time.
And this brush fire is a perfect example of why the Department of Natural Resources helped clean out some of this dry fire fuel this past year.
Fuel like pine needles and brush. Fuel that Helga Spatz has cleared out of his yard.
Yeah, I have rocks, river rocks around the whole side of my house. I don't have any brush or anything.
This summer, neighbors in the area tell me they're getting prepared. Many saying they have a checklist for what they need in case of an evacuation.
Probably have like a little go bag with extra toiletries, extra clothes, you know, a diaper bag with stuff for our baby, extra dog food.
And if you're nervous about this upcoming fire season, the U.S. Fire Administration recommends having an evacuation route and a bag ready to go, and to make sure you're signed up for emergency alerts. For Spokane County, that means signing up for Alert Spokane. And more information about that can be found on our website at KXLY.com. In Spokane County, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Still ahead, Costco is testing a new way to shop. How Scan and Pay could change your next trip out of the store.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+. Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Mamma Mia, the original record-breaking Broadway production returns. Celebrate the 25th anniversary of the most exhilarating smash hit musical ever. Coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts June 17th through 22nd. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Touch can mean so many things, even for children with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can stir a sense of wonder, can make a ride go smoothly, and make a smile stretch ear to ear. Dupixent can help your child stay ahead of eczema with clearer skin and noticeably less itch. When a touch is all in good fun, Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Help your child feel the heal and see the difference. Reach out to your child's eczema specialist today.
Mark Peterson with 4 News Now Extreme Team. We're bringing a bit of color to senior citizens in 4 assisted living homes with Gardening for Grands. Thanks to East Valley Middle School for volunteering, and thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Today, members of Ferris High School's graduating class took a little trip back in time, walking the halls of Adams Elementary where their journeys began. As many prepare to graduate, these seniors return to their roots to inspire the next generation. Marissa Rio shows us this full circle moment and how it made a lasting impression on these students.
It's just a lot of nostalgia. It just really brought me back.
This morning, Ferris High School seniors took a little trip down memory lane. They visited their old stomping grounds at Adams Elementary, but this time they weren't so small, and they also had their caps and gowns. As they walked through the school, younger students lined the halls, cheering them on. It was a reminder of just how far they've come.
It feels like I really accomplished something, and it's one of the first moments where I've been like, oh wow, I actually did this.
For some, it was a flashback to simpler days.
And that was a fun experience because of all the happy memories of bringing books, and I know about pranking friends and going to birthday parties. Those are the happy times.
Elementary students held signs as they watched their future selves walk by.
After the seniors walked these halls for the last time, they met in this classroom here to meet with 5th graders and offer them some advice.
The kids sat eagerly, waiting to ask the seniors questions and learn more about their journey. Seniors' advice: get involved in as many activities as possible, stay focused, and finish strong.
I mean, I won't say it's easy. It's hard to get through it, but it's worth it in the end.
And that message stuck.
It was really surprising and great because I got to see so many people and so many successes.
Congratulations to the class of 2025. In Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
And speaking of graduates, we want to celebrate this year's graduating class. Like Alexis from East Valley High School, her family says they are extremely proud of everything she's accomplished during her time in school. And if you would like to celebrate your student and enter them to win a $50 gift card, you can submit their photo online for a chance to be featured right here on the news. Just head to kxly.com/class of 2025. Well, the Festival of Speed is back for the 12th year in a row this weekend. Vintage racing cars will take to the track for this exciting community event. But first, the cars are taking a drive through the streets of downtown Spokane. And that's where we join Mary Sheridan tonight. So, Mary, this fun community event has a great cause behind it, too.
That's right, Kirsten. A portion of the proceeds from this year's Festival of Speed are going to go towards Meals on Wheels, helping provide food to housebound seniors in Spokane County. And what a way to give back. I feel like I've got the best seat in the house right now, but I'll show you a better look at this parade of cars right here down Main Street. Today, these vintage cars were able to get tuned up at the kickoff event. But this weekend, get ready to see these historic engines in action at the QLSB racetrack.
Take pictures, ask questions of the drivers. We're going to have one of three 1949 Ferrari 166M Barchettas there tonight.
And I may even be taking a little visit back out to the racetrack myself on Sunday to check out the famed 1949 Ferrari Barchetta. So tune in on Sunday for another look at all the fun. And if you want to come out and watch this weekend, tickets are available at the gate. The first event kicks off at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Reporting live in downtown Spokane, Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
Oh, so many fun things going on this weekend, and the weather is going to be great, but it will be warm. Saturday, we are heading up to a high of 87 degrees. 71 is our average high, and that 87 is going to look cool compared to some of the numbers up ahead. I will have your 7-day forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Travel for Adventures is brought to you in part by TourMosesLake.com.
All across America.
Good morning. Good morning.
Wherever we are, it feels like home.
Man, it's good to be home.
GMA, it's an invitation to come together and brighten your morning.
You'll love Yachtly Crew, a 7-piece SoCal band who has started a nationwide yacht rock craze. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 3rd. George Thorogood and the Destroyers bring their roof-shaking rock party to the Coeur d'Alene Casino live Thursday, July 31st. Winter Music Nashville's multi-platinum star Gabby Barrett is an unstoppable force in country music and will be live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, August 14th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Looks like we made it! Barry Manilow. The last Spokane concert. Barry Manilow. See him performing all the hits for one night only at Spokane Arena Friday, July 11th. Get tickets now at ticketswest.com.
If your windows, entry door, or patio doors haven't been checked in years, they could be costing you. Schedule a complimentary consultation from Renewal by Andersen. We'll take a look at your current windows and doors and check for drafts. We can also use a heat lamp test to identify exactly where energy might be escaping. You'll get thoughtful recommendations, and you can even preview new styles right in your space. Schedule a complimentary consultation with us today.
All across America.
Good morning. Hello.
Wherever we are,
welcome home.
It feels like home.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Man, it's good to be home.
GMA, it's an invitation to come together.
Good morning.
And brighten your morning.
Welcome back. We were just talking about all the fun things happening this weekend, and Mary sitting in that beautiful car.
Yes. Derek, we're waiting hopefully to see his first pitch later. Yeah, the weather is great, but you gotta calibrate yourself in terms of making sure you're hydrated. And we have been gradually warming up all week, but even so, we're going to see these temperatures climb even higher. 82, the high in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene today. Again, 71, our average high. It was 89 in Lewiston. Only 90 on the map. Moses Lake, also in the Tri-Cities, 92 degrees, 79 today in Bonners Ferry. Temperatures currently are in the 80s in both Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Skies have cleared. We had a front that came through earlier in the day that brought those clouds, kept things a little bit cooler than they would be otherwise. And we are going to be, again, even warmer this weekend. A hot weekend with sunny skies. Record heat on Monday and Tuesday. They are weather alert days, and we do have a heat advisory in effect for the entire eastern Washington and North Idaho. The area shaded in orange on your screen for Monday and Tuesday. Unseasonably warm conditions on those days. Now, this area in the darker red, that is an extreme heat watch. That includes Moses Lake and Wenatchee, getting even into the dangerous heat range there, possibly some triple digits on Monday as well. Meanwhile, tomorrow's highs, in comparison, will be in the mid-80s in both Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, all the way up through Bonners Ferry and over to Colville. 90s in Winthrop, Omak, Grand Coulee, Moses Lake and Ritzville, Lewiston. Lots of 90s to be found, and we're going to see a lot more 90s on this map for Sunday. In fact, many locations will be having their first 90-degree or higher day of the season. In downtown Spokane, looking for a high of 90. 87, though, our official airport temperature tomorrow. So not quite the warmest day of the season. 88. We've done that, but we have not hit 90 officially in Spokane. Mostly clear and dry conditions with high pressure in control over the weekend, but it really builds into next week, and that's where we're going to see those record high temperatures Monday and Tuesday. They are weather alert days. And then look at this cooling trend. We are down into the lower 70s by Friday of next week, and potentially some precipitation showing up in our 8 to 14 day forecast. I'll have that in the next half hour, Kirsten.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. We look forward to hearing more about that extended forecast. Chris, thank you. Hey, if you're wondering where Derek Dice is, Chris sort of alluded to it. He is throwing out the first pitch at tonight's Spokane Indians game against the Hillsboro Hops. So let's see if we can join him live. There he is at Avista Stadium. So Derek, how's the cannon feeling tonight?
Whew, I still got some warming up to do, but I'm hoping this guy's going to give me some tips for my first pitch here just a little bit. We're joined now by starting pitcher Michael Prusecki with the Indians. And Michael, first of all, talk about the team is .500 on the season so far, but you're kind of right in the race there, right, for the first half title. Talk about just how you feel the team's been coming along so far.
I think we're coming along great. I mean, you know, it's a new team, it's a new squad, a lot of guys returning, a lot of guys coming in, so it's, you know, you have that gel period, but I think we're in a good spot right now. I think we're starting to play some good ball and just click and, you know, see what happens.
And you yourself have a little experience in the minors now. This season, he's been dialed. 5 wins, a sub-3 ERA. You had a 10 strikeout game not too long ago. Kind of, what's been clicking for you this season with the Indians?
I would say just my process. It helps being back healthy this year. Helps being in a good spot. So just locking in the process of it and just trying to keep every day the same. You know, do the same thing every day. Keep the routine, and just, you know, let what happens happen. So.
All right, he's a lefty. I'm a lefty. So what tips do you have for me throwing out that first pitch tonight?
I gotta say, you gotta let it eat. You can't try and guide it. You try and guide it. That's when you walk them. It's when you throw a ball. Don't think about throwing a ball. Just throw it in there, let it eat, get it in the zone.
All right, Kirsten, you heard it. I gotta let it eat.
Yeah, get in the zone, Derek. We want to see it. I love it. Thanks so much. We'll have an update for you a little bit later. Well, one local family is grateful to welcome their daughter back home and closer to sea level. 2 weeks ago, Caitlin Sims was scaling Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world. But that's not all. Sims has achieved the double crown because after summiting Everest, she hiked down and then back up Lhotse, the world's 4th highest mountain.
So wake up in the mornings and the equipment is like, you always feel like you walked up 4 flights of stairs. That's what I always say. It's just a constant struggle. But you get used to that. That's the new normal.
Sims is a Cheney High School alum and says she has always enjoyed exploring the outdoors here in the inland Northwest. She uses trail runs to train for these epic climbs.
I do encourage people who want to do it because it's an unbelievable experience and investment in your life, like 2 months of your life.
Sims says she's happy to have her feet back on the ground again, but she is far from finished climbing. Mount Denali is next on her list. We'll be watching. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
All across America.
Good morning. Good morning.
Wherever we are, it feels like home.
Man, it's good to be home.
GMA, it's an invitation to come together and brighten your morning.
I'm Drew Henry, tea maker and founder of Revival Tea Company, and we're right here at Yolks Fresh Market. We started in 2018 in Spokane. We are super proud of getting our peppermint from Washington State, our honey from bees in Spokane. We've collaborated with Dry Fly and turned into canned cocktails. We definitely would not be where we're at today without the support from some amazing local partners like Yolks. Oh yeah, the more and more we can work together, that's been a really fun thing as we continue to grow.
Check out Revival Tea at Yolks Fresh Market. If the name wasn't obvious enough, the DQ Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket is tossed in your choice of honey barbecue or new buffalo. That means layers of flavor from the top, bottom, left, right, inside, outside, and everywhere in between. Delicious from every angle. That's the Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket, available in honey barbecue or new buffalo. Hurry in and try them today, only at DQ.
At Parker Toyota, our commitment to you begins the moment you drive off the lot in your new vehicle.
We have more Toyota Master Diagnostic technicians than anyone in the Northwest.
That means our technicians are the most experienced at identifying and fixing any mechanical issues, ensuring that your Toyota receives the care it deserves.
Open 7 days a week. Call or go online to schedule your appointment at parkertoyota.com.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Beat the heat. Always water before 10 a.m. or after 6 p.m.
Well, you soon may be able to avoid the checkout lines at Costco. The company is testing out a feature that lets consumers scan the items they want and then pay for them on their phone. Not many details have been released by officials, but information on the self-explanatory scan and pay technology is posted on Costco's website. More than 50% of Costco members have downloaded the company's app, and officials say this could help people get out of that warehouse quicker. Difficult and at times explicit testimony in the federal sex trafficking and racketeering trial of Sean Diddy Combs today. One of his ex-girlfriends alleging he forced her into drug-fueled sex performances with prostitutes during their relationship up until his arrest last year. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest from outside the courthouse.
Through sobs and wails, the third and final alleged victim to testify against Sean Diddy Combs returned to the stand today. Under the pseudonym Jane, she told jurors about her 3-year relationship with the hip-hop mogul that she says was mostly filled with so-called hotel nights when Combs allegedly forced her into sex with male prostitutes. She testified the longest lasted 3.5 days and told jurors she tried to give subtle cues that she was tired, but Combs would say things like, "You're not getting tired on me, let's finish strong," and that he'd give her drugs to stay awake. Jane said she'd be asked to carry drugs on cross-country flights for hotel nights, and that eventually she started picking the male escorts because she thought at the least she should choose who would do that to her body. She says she'd arranged travel to Miami, LA, and New York for one pornography performer who lived in Atlanta, and that Combs would reimburse her for the flights.
They're trying to prove transportation for prostitution, which we have to show that it was prostitution, so we have to show that they were paid. We also have to show that they were moved from one state line to another. Remember, anytime you cross state lines, that's what invokes federal jurisdiction, so that's a very important part of this charge.
The jury also saw text messages between Jane and Sean Combs. Some were loving and sexually explicit, but in one from later in the relationship, she tried to communicate her true feelings about those drug-fueled sex performances, saying in part, "I don't want to play this role in your life anymore. It's dark, sleazy, and it makes me feel disgusted. I don't want to play this role out of fear of losing the roof over my head." And Combs responded, "Girl, stop." Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges against him and has maintained all sexual encounters were consensual.
Now, Jane also testified about her birthday in 2023, telling jurors that she was made to have sex with 3 different men. She broke down on the witness stand, saying she just accepted it. And when prosecutors asked her why, she said, "I don't know. It had become so routine." Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
You'll love Yachtly Crew, a 7-piece SoCal band who has started a nationwide yacht rock craze. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 3rd. George Thorogood and the Destroyers bring their roof-shaking rock party to the Coeur d'Alene Casino live Thursday, July 31st. Winter Music Nashville's multi-platinum star Gabby Barrett is an unstoppable force in country music and will be live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, August 14th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
The award-winning Spokane Valley Summer Theater celebrates its 10th anniversary season. Experience the wit of Gilbert and Sullivan in The Pirates of Penzance, June 20th through July 6th. Be enraptured by the timeless music of Rodgers and Hammerstein in the regional premiere of A Grand Night for Singing, July 11th through the 19th. And see the hit sensation Joseph in the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, August 1st through 17th. Tickets on sale now at svsummertheater.com or at 509-368-7897.
BECU wants to help celebrate your dad this June with the fantastic Father's Day contest. Send us a photo of your father and tell us the impact he's had on your life. He'll be entered for a chance to win a $100 gift card to Agers Meats. Fantastic Fathers. Brought to you by BECU.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bath Fitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bath Fitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bath Fitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
It's Operation Dads and Grads this week at both Cal locations, where you can get an extra $500 for your trade-in, plus delay all payments for 60 days and enter to win a Traeger grill this week at Cal.
How much food and money are you wasting each week? It's more than you think.
About 30% of what people are spending at the store is ending up right in their garbage can. It's like throwing those dollars away.
This Money-Saving Monday, Derek Dice helps you rethink your grocery shopping strategy to keep your fridge and your wallet full.
Man, you could really have some significant savings.
And summer is here, and so are the bugs. Before you become a mosquito's dinner, I'll show you the best sprays to keep those bites at bay. That's Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Selkirk Fire and Rescue closed its Carywood station after a failed levee because it needs to shift funding to repairing other stations and maintaining equipment. But people who live there are worried about longer emergency response times in the area. Derek Strom talked with residents about their concerns.
Keep the staff the way it was. That's all we really want.
Nearly 63% of voters rejected a levy that would have given the Sagal Fire Protection District $750,000 per year in funding. Because of that failed levy, Selkirk's fire chief elected to pull the 2 volunteer firefighters that staffed the Carywood station.
We would really like them to restaff the station, get our EMS back here, get our fire safety back here.
Selkirk Fire Chief Jeff Armstrong released a statement with his recommendation for destaffing the station earlier this month, saying the funding the district could spend on 2 volunteer firefighters there would be better spent on maintaining equipment and repairing other stations. But that decision has residents like Melissa Bonsall and Kevin Streeta worried about their safety.
It's scary. As a community, we're scared for the people here.
This road here is going to have an accident that's going to cost somebody's life because it's going to be 30 minutes for fire to get there.
Bonsall says before the fire station over here in Carywood was destaffed, her son-in-law got into an accident in these train tracks behind me, and if the fire station hadn't been right across the street, he might not have survived.
They've been incredible at getting to all the accidents and taking care of things. There are EMS here. So our nearest ambulance service is over 20 minutes away.
It would be another year before the fire district can run another levy to fund staff for the station. The district says it's applying for grant funding, but even if it gets the money, that wouldn't be until October. Bonsall created a petition to bring the station back that's been signed nearly 100 times so far. In Carywood, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Well, it certainly is heating up this weekend. We're going to see potentially record-breaking heat, Chris?
Early next week, yes, but the first 90s of the season ahead of schedule this weekend. Right now, we have a beautiful scene here in downtown Spokane. Those cars in the parking lot. Well, there is a graduation at the podium. It's East Valley tonight. Big graduation weekend, and those parties are going to be just fine in terms of any precipitation. It'll be no problems whatsoever. It's just going to be very warm. 81 degrees is our current temperature. Our high today, 82. We have had a very gradual warm up this week. We were 70 Sunday and Monday, a little bit warmer Tuesday, into the above average temperatures Wednesday, and that warming trend is just going to keep on going. Saturday, 87 with mostly sunny skies, not a cloudless sky, and relatively light winds, less than 10 miles per hour. Sunday, 91. There's that first 90-degree day of the season, and it gets even warmer from there. There is a heat advisory in effect for Monday and Tuesday with that record heat on the way. I will tell you all about that in just a few minutes.
And it sounds, Chris, like tonight the weather is perfect for potentially going to the ballpark, maybe even throwing out the first pitch if you like doing that.
Yes.
At the Indians game.
Especially if you got some expert advice with that pitch like Derek did. I did not have that benefit. I don't know about you.
Derek, yeah, you were talking with the pitcher, and you're about to get ready to throw out that first pitch about 20 minutes from now.
Yeah, if you were with us earlier, Michael Prosecki said you just got to let it eat. That's what he told me, and try to keep it in the zone. And I got to tell you, I'm here for redemption tonight, guys, because a couple years ago, the last time I threw out a ceremonial first pitch, I went on the mound, I got a little freaked out mid-windup, and then I bounced it in the dirt. And so now I'm feeling a little bit of pressure to get it over the plate, especially, Kirsten, after your first pitch earlier this year, which was pretty darn good.
All right, it wasn't my best. It was my third attempt, and yeah, I'm going to be watching you, Derek, to see if I can get some tips. We can't wait to see it. Thanks so much.
So I should be asking you for what's your pointer for me?
Oh, I always listen to Chris, and she tells me to aim above the pitcher's or the catcher's head. That's what I do.
That's right. Okay. All right.
Although
another great tip. Thank you, guys. I'll put it all to use.
Yeah, I think Matt did that, and it was a little too high, huh, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris is looking at me, shaking her head. No, don't listen to us, Derek. Just follow your heart.
Let it eat.
All right, we'll see. Hey, social media was ablaze, Jack, last night following the Indiana Pacers' dramatic Game 1 win over Oklahoma City. Our producer, Steven, didn't even know that it happened because it was so close to our newscast.
And he couldn't hear me screaming from back there in the sports office, getting very excited. And plenty of it was deservedly on Tyrese Haliburton for his ridiculous go-ahead shot. A whole lot also was on his teammate, former Gonzaga star Andrew Nembhard. Here what his head coach had to say about his locked-in fourth quarter right after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. At the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Touch can mean so many things, even for people with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make 2 feel like 1, or simply be a helping hand. Dupixent can help you stay ahead of eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after the first dose. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, helps you feel the heal. See the difference for yourself. Reach out to your eczema specialist today.
Now, playing your favorite games at Northern Quest could be the start of something big. Big as in a new Chevy Silverado 2500 heavy-duty pickup. It's our $120,000 payload payday. Just play daily to enter, and you could win your choice of a new Chevy Silverado or a truckload of cash. But then, how would you haul it home? You'll figure it out. The $120,000 payload payday, only at Northern Quest.
Message in a bottle found washed up on a beach 8 years later.
I just couldn't believe that there was a date and a phone number.
Wait till you see who tossed it in the ocean. Next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
92.9 CCU.
Well, after yesterday's dramatic Game 1 ending of the NBA Finals, this guy right behind me, Andrew Nembhard, receiving some pretty strong props, but not just for Tyrese Haliburton's game-winning shot, but Nembhard's relentless defense and clutch 3 hit over MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Right around 2 minutes to go, Aaron Nesmith had cut the deficit to 6. Watch Nembhard go tween, step back right on the MVP's head. What a dazzling move, and social media loved it. Andrew Nembhard cooked SGA. This is an all-star, absolute baller. Oh my, yeah, I'm just gonna torch him. People loved it. Indiana head coach Rick Carlisle loved it too. Take a listen what he had to say on Nembhard's stellar fourth quarter effort.
Yeah, there was the step back 3, which was a big momentum play. I think he went from 6 to 3. And then there was an and-1 where he got to the rim. I don't know what point it was in the fourth, but, you know, a lot of big plays. And yeah, you got to have playmakers against Oklahoma City. I mean, they just they make it so difficult defensively.
Game 2 in Oklahoma City tips off Sunday night at 5. Spokane Indians started the season about as even as a team can get. They're at 500 with 27 wins, 27 losses. They've only won 1 series in their 9 tries. Even this current series against the Hillsboro Hops has been about the same. A strong opening night win, followed by back-to-back losses. And catching up with the team this week, they have their own nickname in the clubhouse for how this roller coaster start has felt to them.
We're the Spokane Splitters, and we have that little nickname going on in the clubhouse, but we're getting ready to change that around this week. I'm just proud that with the season that we've had and how we've split a lot of series, we come back every week, and we're able to just continue to win when our back's against the wall and do our best to at least split a series. And so now we're going to be able to win some.
Indians have the shot to even that series tonight, first of 2 June series against Hillsboro. And now Spokane's almost underway against Hillsboro. Those Hops, and get excited to see Derek's first pitch. I know we'll have that video later on. These are the top 2 teams in the Northwest League, separated by just a couple games. Catch the highlights plus that first pitch on Nightside. Seattle Mariners back on the road tonight after an extended homestand. Their first meeting with the Angels since a quick 2-game April sweep back in Seattle. Both these teams are 2-3 in their last 5 and coming off losses, so we'll see on Nightside which AL West side can get back on track. And in the Stanley Cup final, Game 1 featured a wild overtime shot by Leon Draisaitl to send the home Edmonton crowd into a frenzy. And so far in Game 2, well, Leon delivered to Connor McDavid to take a 3-2 lead in the second period. We'll see all the action coming up on Nightside.
All right, see you soon. Thanks, Jack. Well, over 1,300 crashes happen within highway work zones per year. That's according to the Washington Department of Transportation. So to try and make them safer, the state launched a new speed camera program. Albert James checked in on the rollout of these cameras, and he has more.
The work zones are dangerous places in themselves, right? And then obviously having people drive through those work zones at a very high rate of speed also increases the danger.
Kyle Miller leads WashDOT's Work Zone Speed Camera program. Created by the legislature in 2023, the program places trailer-mounted cameras in active highway work zones to catch drivers speeding and slow them down. The first camera launched in April, and Miller says another one rolled out this past week. The mobile cameras have moved around numerous zones across western Washington, including construction on Interstate 90 and U.S. Highway 12, and this I-5 work along Joint Base Lewis McChord.
Anywhere where there's a worker, WashDOT construction, some sort of project, we are able to use this solution.
According to State Patrol data, over 2,600 infractions have been issued since the program started. The vast majority of them are first-time violations that have no fine, and a little over 100 were second-time violations with a fine of $248. WashDOT is still compiling and analyzing data as the program is in its beginning phases, but work crews report a difference in driver behavior.
When people see those signs, they appear to be slowing down from the feedback that I'm getting from the field itself, which is great. It's great news.
Drivers through the JBLM work zone I spoke with say they support the idea of having a camera slow people down for safety, but a lot of them didn't even know a camera could be here. You haven't noticed that speed camera under the bridge before?
No, I have not. This is the first I've heard of it.
I haven't noticed the speed camera, hadn't been looking for it.
I've never seen it before. It just looks, again, what she said, kind of just looks like what is a part of the construction that is every day.
Drivers say while it's important to follow speed limits regardless of a camera, they want to see more clear signage where one could be.
If your regular speed on the freeway is 70, you know, you're going to keep going 70, and especially if there's nothing that is like significantly to show you that there's construction and, you know, a speed camera and whatnot.
WashDOT says they put up as many signs as possible as they want people to know to slow down. As the rollout continues, Miller says more cameras will be launched next month, with work zones all across the state being discussed as new locations. And as summer travel coincides with more road maintenance, it's in everyone's best interest to slow down.
This is not just about the worker safety. It's also about the traveling public that goes through, because ultimately we really do want to make sure that everybody can come home safe.
In DuPont, I'm Albert James reporting.
Your Saturday planner, we are heading up into the mid to upper 80s for tomorrow. Bright blue skies, especially the second part of the day. You may wake up with partly cloudy conditions, winds less than 10 miles per hour. 71 is our average high. There's some cooler weather on the way, but first it's going to heat up. I'll tell you about it after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's Operation Dads and Grads this week at both Cal locations, where you can get an extra $500 for your trade-in, plus delay all payments for 60 days, and enter to win a Traeger grill this week at Cal.
You'll love Yachtly Crew, a 7-piece SoCal band who has started a nationwide yacht rock craze. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 3rd. George Thorogood and the Destroyers bring their roof-shaking rock party to the Coeur d'Alene Casino live Thursday, July 31st. Warner Music Nashville's multi-platinum star Gabby Barrett is an unstoppable force in country music and will be live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, August 14th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Here at Coeur d'Alene Honda, we're more than just a car dealership. We're family. For the past 53 years, we've been proudly serving our community.
We offer the best vehicles with a nationwide lifetime warranty.
From coast to coast, we've got you covered.
Whether you're looking for an affordable used car, we're looking to upgrade to a new Honda. We're here to make the process simple and stress-free.
It's not just about selling cars.
We give back to local charities and support our community.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Beep, beep. Are you moving? Make it easy with Dan the Moving Man. Reliable, efficient, and stress-free. Dan is your locally owned, trusted household and piano moving partner. Visit danthemovingmanwa.com for your free quotes today.
Relax with the Summer of Me, MeTV.
Wonderful.
Hot. Oh. Summer evening, tree-lined street.
Watch The Summer of Me over the air on MeTV 4.2.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, Plumbing.
Welcome back. Well, Chris, it looks like Derek really has some prime pitching weather tonight.
Oh, yeah. I think there might even be a little breeze to help
carry it over.
Get that strike zone.
Perfect.
What's the description that they use? Let it eat?
Yeah.
Eat it?
That's what he said. The pitcher told him.
That is very confusing. I'm going to have to ask Derek about that.
We need to Google that.
When he gets back. I want to start off with this beautiful view over the Veterans Memorial Bridge. Although I have to say, just in the last minute or so, one cloud has sort of dimmed the view. It was much brighter and sunnier just a moment ago. There's still a few clouds out there, but we are clearing off rather nicely. Our high temperature today, 82 in both Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We did have just a couple of 90s on the map. We'll have a lot more 90s on the map as the week goes on, but 82 is more than 10 degrees above average. Here is our temperature trend over the next 7 days. We're going all the way up to 96. That will be a record for the day. The record is 93. That's also a record on Tuesday, 92. The record for Tuesday right now is 90. And then we are right back down in the comfy 70s Thursday and Friday. This white line is our average high. By this time next week, our average high is 73, but we're right about there. It's going to feel cool compared to the next couple of days. Now, our 8 to 14 day forecast all week, as I have shown this, we have been in this gray area between below average temperatures to our west and above average temperatures to our east. However, some of our other computer models looking out at the long range are really favoring the below average temperatures. So I think that 72 may hold. At least we're going to be closer to average. I don't think we'll be above average by any amount once we get past this heat wave and back down into the lower 70s. So that may be good news for our fire season because things are going to dry out and get very crispy over these hot, dry days in the next 7. And here's some more good news in that regard. Our 8 to 14 day forecast, there's starting to be a little darker green invading this side of the Cascades, parts of the Waterville Plateau and the Northeast Mountains. So boy, if we could get some precipitation going, that would help the firefighters sleep at night a little bit, and me too. Weather alert days on Monday and Tuesday because of that record heat, and then a nice cool down. We do have the potential for some mountain showers Wednesday and into Thursday. We'll keep you updated on that. Overnight lows, meanwhile, in the 50s and 60s through the next several days. Once we start cooling down, open up the windows and let the house cool down with 40s in the overnight, which is going to feel good after we warm up on Monday and Tuesday, Kirsten. Those are sizzling temperatures.
We are going to appreciate those 40s. Yes, I agree. Well, there is a new adventure spot within a couple-hour drive from Spokane. Fishing, kayaking, or just taking in the sights. In tonight's Air for Adventure, we take you to the newly built Medellin Falls Portage Park of the Pend Oreille River.
We're at the Medellin Falls Portage Park. This is a day-use park for the community and for visitors to Medellin Falls. It's called the Portage Park because what we have is a portage trail, which allows people to portage their kayaks or canoes around Medellin Falls during times when it's not safe to travel through there. Kalispel tribe, they used to portage their canoes in this same general area en route to the Salmo River in British Columbia, where they used to do fishing. It was an informal park before, and we've completely redeveloped it with parking, pit toilets, picnic areas. This site's been designed to be accessible per American Disabilities Act standards, and so trails here are paved, relatively flat, accessible to both of the viewpoints. North viewpoint that looks down the Pend Oreille River, and we have a southern viewpoint that looks over Medellin Falls and upstream at the river. This site is within a historic district. Concrete building behind me was actually the entrance to a powerhouse, which is located on the right bank of the river. It's since been flooded after we installed Boundary Dam. Great place for visitors and the local community to use. Turned out pretty amazing.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. At the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
From urgent AC repairs to full system replacements, Bill's Heating and AC has you covered. See why thousands of local homeowners trust us for fast, honest heating and cooling services. We offer free second opinions, a lowest price guarantee, weekend service, free equipment quotes, and upfront pricing with no surprises. So call Bill's Heating and AC today and make this summer more comfortable than ever.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
You are cordially invited to Kerner Furniture's annual warehouse event.
What can you expect?
An amazing selection
With unbeatable customer service.
and the lowest Lazy Boy prices around.
Stop in now during Kerner Furniture's annual warehouse event and shop living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture all at warehouse event pricing.
You don't have to RSVP for this event. Just come on down to Kerner Furniture's annual warehouse event. Nice store, low prices.
Weeknights on MeTV. It's funny that's memorable.
Keep it up, you'll make Mount Rushmore.
And monumental.
Seeing that monument up against the majesty of that purple mountain, that's what it's all about.
Watch MeTV over the air on KXLY 4.2.
How much food and money are you wasting each week? It's more than you think.
About 30% of what people are spending at the store is ending up right in their garbage can. It's like throwing those dollars away.
This Money-Saving Monday, Derek Dice helps you rethink your grocery shopping strategy to keep your fridge and your wallet full.
Man, you could really have some significant savings.
And summer is here, and so are the bugs. Before you become a mosquito's dinner, I'll show you the best sprays to keep those bites at bay. That's Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Well, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight. And coming up tonight on Nightside, are you or someone you know planning a honeymoon? The money-saving tips every couple should know before booking their trip tonight at 11.
Great weekend to head out to the lake, maybe graduate high school. That would be good too. You got to wear something under your robe. I know it's going to be hot, but you know.
You have to have your sundress or maybe even a suit.
I know a lot of those fellas with the ties and the suits. It's going to be warm for them.
It is warm. Even here.
Already.